This is CBS News Chicago.
Right now at 6, we're under a weather alert with high temperatures only in the single digits. Meteorologist Ed Curran tracking just how cold it's going to feel if you step outside today. Chicago remaining at the center of the incoming Trump administration's immigration raids and mass deportations. Why this week's plans could already be called off. And the ceasefire in the Middle East officially underway after an hours-long delay. What Israel says Hamas did not do in time. I'm Suzanne Le Mignot. Thank you for being with us and waking up with us on your Sunday. And guess what? We've got what you need to know if you do dare to head out the door. Meteorologist Ed Curran.
As I headed out the door this morning, I thought, how bad could it be? And I walked out in the driveway and I was like, I'm glad I had remote start on my car, because it is noticeably different than yesterday at this time. We've lost about 25 degrees over what you had yesterday, and we're looking at really cold temperatures right now. Just in 7 degrees at O'Hare, 7 degrees, that's it. And today we're going to hang out in that same neighborhood as we go through the whole day. So 7 degrees at O'Hare feels like -8 at O'Hare. Most everybody's looking at single digits as you look at northeastern Illinois. It's a little bit warmer. In Indiana, they're picking up some heat off the lake. But we have winds at 15 miles an hour at Aurora, and those winds out there at Aurora are giving you really cold wind chills of -10. -10 at DeKalb, a -6 at Kankakee, and a -7 at Ottawa. So cold stuff. Skies will clear off for some sunshine today. That's the good news. But we hang out in the single digits all day long, topping out right around 8 degrees later today. We'll have more an in-depth look at where we're going over the next couple of days with this cold coming up in just a bit. Suzanne.
Thanks, Ed. If you need a place to get warm, there are hundreds of warming centers open across the city today. Take a look at your screen right now. With the brutal cold, the city and several suburbs are offering places to go if your heater goes out. We're going to have that for you next at 6:30.
Changes overnight in the timeline for mass deportations being planned by the incoming Trump administration. Coming up next, I'll have more on the contradictions leaving immigrant communities hanging in the balance.
This is CBS News Chicago.
Now at 6:30, as we take a live look outside for you, a brutally cold Sunday morning, below zero wind chills. Ed Curran checking on the coldest spots and also showing us what the temperature is going to be like as the work week begins. It is official, a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas now underway. The 6-week period of calm, a first step towards some type of ultimate end to the conflict. I'm Suzanne Le Mignot. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Meteorologist Ed Curran here with our first alert forecast.
Yeah, and it's a cold one. When you head out the door this morning, or as you so aptly said earlier, if you decide to head outside, yeah, you may just stay where you are when you see some of the temperatures, but just a little bit.
As we've been reporting all morning, a TikTok ban now in effect in the United States. Next at 7, the impact it could have on communities now that influencers are losing out on revenue.
And plans for mass deportations in Chicago and across the country could now be changing. Coming up, I'll have more on how the incoming Trump administration says information on that timeline was leaked. Details next.